Good evening and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm, okay? So, like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things, okay? I wanted to talk about CJ Davis is interim. What does that mean? Let me run it down. Okay. I know everybody had been up in arms about CJ Davis, and I kind of knew it would happen. Now I thought that the council, in which for the most part, I guess it was kind of split, right? Which is why they decided to keep her as interim. But as I did a video on this before, the council, some of those people on the council, they're playing a game. You have to think about some of those ones that are on there that voted against her. They were the ones that voted for her to come, right? And it's sad that they're playing a game because what they keep talking about is, Tyree Nichols died on her watch. Okay, that was a very unfortunate situation, but there have been situations where things of this nature has happened um, in other areas and stuff. And I'm not saying that it is right, nor am I taking up for CJ Davis. It's just that I understand politics, right? And it would be different if the officers that did this were not being charged, right? If they were not in federal court right now, it would be different if they were still police officers, right? And so people talk about the Scorpion unit, and you know, if if they got rid of the Scorpion unit, all they would do is change the name. They might change it back to Jump and Grab, okay? Because that's what they do. They have the Scorpion unit, they have the Cat unit, they've had the Cat unit, they've had the Jump and Grab squad. And see, that's what happens. They have all of these different task force, and they kind of just it fizzles out, and then they kick it back up and change the name of those task force. And so, like I said, I think everybody has been up in arms about the Scorpion unit. The Scorpion unit consists of 3 shifts, and it just so happens that those group of officers on that shift made the whole task force, and it is a small task force, and each shift got about 4 or 5 officers on it, maybe. And they made the whole damn project look bad, right? Um, because of that heinous crime that they committed, right, as it relates to Tyree Nichols. Um, it was very unfortunate. But Chief Davis, I think she did what she needed to do as far as, right, firing them. Now, as far as the crime in Memphis, the crime is out of control, right? Crime is definitely out of control. And for me, myself, I would like to see, especially with there being, because I know how the politics is, especially with there being a new mayor, I would like to see if it would change, if she's going to implement anything that would change, right, the crime, right? And the reason I say that is because I understand that, with the other mayor, she was not put there to control crime. He didn't want it controlled. And so now that there is a new mayor, maybe Paul wants it controlled, right? Maybe he'll allow her to implement some things, right? And give her more leeway to do some things that could actually change crime. I'm not saying that they shouldn't put her feet to the fire. They definitely need to. But like I said, with there being a new police chief, um, a new mayor, maybe he will allow her, you know, if she's capable of doing it, watch and see what she does and see if she can change some stuff, right? Because like I said before, she was not even allowed, she wasn't running nothing when Jim Strickland was in office. Okay, I can promise you that. So you got all of these people that was down there at City Hall, talking about they wanted Chief Davis gone because the crime is out of control, you know. And normally that's how it is, when they're talking about, crime is out of control and you have a whole lot of citizens that are concerned, like myself, that's concerned. Half of them, they're concerned and they have a reason to be concerned because they're victims and things of that nature. So they have a right. Then you have the other half who's screaming and talking about crime is out of control, and but they're down there at City Hall showing out, but Lil Junebug that's burglarizing all the houses in the neighborhood live in their house. Okay, Lil Junebug is their son and grandson, so they're really screaming on every rooftop because Lil Junebug is not going to school and he's committing truancy. And I think now they've kicked back up holding the parents accountable when Junebug and Lil Rufus and them don't come to school. They're gonna arrest the parents. So of course, that's a problem. It ain't a problem if they don't go. It's a problem if the parents are held accountable. So you have those ones, just mad at the police as a whole, okay? Because they they don't want anybody saying anything to their children and stuff. They want them to be able to rob and steal and kill in peace. Or they just down there screaming on every rooftop and they know damn well it's their kids that's out there doing something instead of putting their energy into trying to control their underage teenagers, right? So when it's all said and done, okay, those city councils like JB Smiley, and I be hating to talk bad about JB Smiley. I do because I've interviewed JB. I, see. I get real suspicious about JB because JB wanted her here, and he was one of those ones that kissed up to Jim Strickland. But JB Smiley, if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he put his name in the hat to run for mayor or something. He ran for something else other than city council and lost. And either he put his name in the hat to run for mayor or he wanted to run for mayor and could not get the support. So it seems like to me, it's just a matter of trying to sabotage anything that Paul does. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Paul and them. I think that people should give Paul a chance. And I know some people gonna say, well, you shouldn't, because you got a bunch of damn old ass fools that get mad when you do not feel the way they feel like you should feel. That's what I'm talking about, their mental illness. Okay. Paul and them, I went to church. I went to their folks' church and they were good people. Okay. And so because I understand that, I want to give Paul a chance. The man ain't even been there 30 days. He took office January the 1st of 2024. He's only been there 25 days. I want to give Paul a chance to see what he's going to do rather than putting a jacket on his back. Okay. And so I see these politicians who who want to go further, right? They have ambitions of going further and running for positions, and they're already coming out with the crap. They know damn well that the city, why did they give her a raise? Okay, why did they give her a raise and agree to extend their contract? Why did they do that? They knew Jim Strickland was getting ready to go. They knew exactly why he was doing it. He was trying to take care of CJ. They could have not did it, but they did do it. So why would they want to hijack the city like that? Give her a raise, um, extend her contract, knowing that if Paul had decided not to reappoint her, um, when he came in, then she would have to go, and then they would have to pay her all of that money out of that contract, and right, hire another police chief. So they'll be double paying. They will be double paying police chiefs. right? That's hijacking the city. They'd have to pay CJ Davis everything that's left in her contract. Plus bring in another police chief and pay him 300 and something thousand dollars. Okay. So, I think the city council is just playing games. Hey, at this point, I'm not saying I've never been hard on CJ Davis because I understand. I understand the politics of it. The only thing I've said that as a black woman, I just, more people are concerned about the title rather than being able to run something. I think she understood what her position would be, and that is being put there. This is what I believe, to do whatever they said do, right? And she knew she would not be running nothing. She would just be the figurehead. She would just be the face, right? And then crime pays, and so crime has gotten out of control. I think they went outside of Memphis and got someone that is an outsider, because when you start getting people that have that lives within the city of Memphis to be the police director, they have a connection to the city, right? And if they have a connection to the city, they might not want to see it get too bad, because you're talking about they grew up in South Memphis, family still up there. You might start pulling on their heartstrings, even if they decide to sell out. They ain't gonna let it. They might say, well, they might have a stopping point. But CJ Davis has no connection to Memphis, and I'm not saying, well, I am saying she has no connection to Memphis. So she does not know the politics of Memphis, didn't know the politics of Shelby County. And she came in, I don't know what she came in for. Maybe she had ambitions of trying to do something. But, you know, I I think she understood that she would not be running nothing. So I think Paul is doing right to give her the opportunity to see what she's gonna do. I mean, that's what anybody would do. Give her the opportunity, see what she's going to do, and if she doesn't do the job right, if she does not do the job to the new mayor's satisfaction, then hey, send her on, right? So, like I said, it's all they're just playing. They've been playing games. They've been playing games, and they playing with the minds of the citizens, so that the citizens can say that, well, JB Smiley and Canally and all of them, they did vote against. Oh, they did vote against CJ Davis. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I've been out working all day. They did vote against CJ Davis, and you know, they want people to remember that when they're running for another position. This is their last term at the council, so they have to look up at another position to go and hijack and sell out in. Okay. And they need to trick the people in order to do that, because the truth of the matter is, hell, they were the ones that voted for her to get their raise and their extension. Okay. But see, they understand that a lot of people don't know anything about politics, because they should be questioning that. Okay, why a couple months before Jim Strickland was to leave, why would you all give her a raise and extend her contract, knowing that if the new mayor came in, he decided not to keep her, she would have to be paid out of it, every nickel of it, right? And then they would still have to go get another director, and they'd be double paying police directors. That's what the citizens need to be asking them. But it's so easy to get black people emotional and all of that. It is. It's so easy to get us emotional, make an ass out of us. But thank God for those that are starting to speak some truth, right? But anyways, child, that's all that is. That's all that is. I mean, Paul is a new mayor, and I would like to see what he's going to do, and if she actually has a plan. Okay, if she actually has a plan, and if she's going to work it. That's all. And if nothing changes within about 6 months, okay, because y'all do know now that Chief Davis is not responsible for what happened to Tyree Nichols, right? Chief Davis isn't responsible for what happened to Tyree Nichols. Chief Davis is those officers are responsible for what happened to Tyree Nichols. Those officers did that on their own, and they got to pay for that. They need to pay for it. They need to be put up under the jail. They are in court, right? It happened on her watch, and politically, I mean, I understand because I'm a business owner. Politically, if she's over, if anybody is over something, right, and she is the figurehead, even though she was not running, she was not at that time running the Memphis Police Department. If you have officers on that level to do something, then it falls on the shoulders of the top person. Just like if a FedEx truck hit me, right, while I'm driving, I have a wreck. I'm a sue FedEx. Okay, it's gonna hit Fred Smith's pocket. Damn the person that's driving it, even though he was the one that did it. I won't, that's where the money at, right? So I'm gonna sue him. So that's normally how it is, right? Because we know the driver ain't got none. Okay, you sue FedEx, the company, and so that's how it is when you know it always falls on the shoulders of the top person. That's how it is. And so with Chief Davis, because I worked for the police department for so long, I understand that Chief Davis, those officers, she didn't know what was, all she was taking was reports. They report back to her what's going on. Okay. So if it's anybody's fault, it would be the direct supervisor's fault. If it's going to fall at anybody's shoulder, and I think he did get in trouble, that would be the direct supervisor, which is the sergeant, and maybe the lieutenant. Okay, those are the two direct supervisors, because the sergeant reports to the lieutenant reports to the major reports to the colonel, who takes the report up to Chief Davis. You see all those channels that it go through. So when it's going through so many channels, you already know she will never get the truth about nothing. Okay. But anyways, rest in peace to Tyree Nichols, y'all. Because child folks be trying to twist my words. I know the politics of Memphis. Okay. What these folks need to do is figure out the politics of their city. Okay, and kiss my ass when you get to talk about, well, she trying to take up for Chief Davis. You motherfuckers don't live in Memphis. A lot of you don't even live in Memphis. And if you do, you could kiss my ass just the same. What y'all need to do is figure out what's going on. Okay? That's what y'all need to do. If you're going to get mad at me for having my own opinion, look at what these folks is really doing and figure out what's going on and start holding these niggas' feet to the fire that's down there at City Hall selling out the citizens. Okay? I done sat in rooms with them when they call themselves strategizing. I know they ain't shit. Okay? So that's why I can call it out. I've never been hard on CJ Davis. The only thing I've ever said was, as a Black woman, we got to learn to stop taking positions just for the title and just for the money, and have some pride and say, if I can't run it and implement what I want to implement, you ain't going to use me as a figurehead so that you can destroy my people. Even if I don't live in the city, it's still the Black folks that's suffering. Everybody want to have something big to put on their damn resume. They ought to have some damn pride sometimes. Okay? And stop letting these folks hide behind them. Okay? All right? But anyways, okay, I just got home. I have not eaten. I'm tired. Okay? I was out working today. Went and got my nails and toes done, and then had to go back out. And now I'm getting ready to make my taco pie. I've been thinking about that taco pie all day. I have not eaten anything. My head hurt. I was like, Lord, I was going to stop and give me something to eat, get me something. I was like, no, I want to keep my appetite ready for that taco pie. And this show going to be good. Okay. But anyways, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can support the channel via Cash App. I love you guys. Talk with you later.